Electrical control panel.
It is. It looks like a home.
Switches for just about everything. 2 dogs.
I think this is the kitchen. Hi guys, good day and welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girls back again with another video. So guys, today we are so excited. We've been checking out a couple of videos and we are thrilled to check out more. Next one on our list here is
tour of a British narrow boat.
Like boats, like BOAT.
It seems more like probably a narrow boat.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay, she came across and she's like, let's check it out. Or what's this? So have you been on a boat before?
Yes, I have actually.
But narrow boats, like how come?
I'm trying to imagine. Probably the boat is just narrow.
How is that even possible?
It's possible. By like crazy things. So okay, very narrow.
Okay, let's see this one. I'm actually specifically curious. Yeah, but before we get into it, if you're new here, hello, how you doing? You're especially welcomed. Please do well to hit the subscribe button and join our little family. Give us a big thumbs up if you eventually enjoy our reaction video, and of course leave a comment for us. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the
video.
Oh. Wow, the sound of the bird reminds me of the village.
It's very salty.
Yeah.
Well, it's a toss-up between showing you around the boat today or going for a cruise, so we thought we'd go for a cruise. Only joking.
Not really. I think we might lose half of you if we don't show you around this lovely boat.
Come and have a look.
It looks like a straight.
So, moving on to the front of the boat. On the roof at the front here, we've got two 270 watt solar panels. They produce more than enough for what we need at the moment.
That's really good.
Haven't had any problems with power, which is great. Headlamp for the tunnels, which is LED. And climbing into the bow, avoiding Fran's salad plants. Underneath here, we've got 2 gas bottles and plenty of room for a bit of junk as well. Gas is in short supply for some reason or other. We can't get hold of any. Under this cover here, we've got the bow thruster, which also houses the battery for it, the motor, isolator switch. If you're not sure what a bow thruster is, it just moves the boat from the bow from left to right, controlled from the rear. And also access to the front of the boat, which takes us into the bedroom. The fenders were originally tied to these eyes here, but we prefer to use these hooks because you have to lift the fenders up every time you go into locks, and they run the risk of dropping down again, and you can get stuck in locks. So we much prefer these. They're movable to wherever you need them. And moving along, we have one huge chimney, more about later. Hook and pole for getting us off the bottom when we're stuck. And moving round to the back, the lovely Fran.
I will hasten to add that I don't come as part and parcel of the Ultimates boats. Extra costs incurred. But this is our lovely semi-trad cruiser stern. Cruiser? Do you call it semi-trad stern? Not a cruiser stern, semi-trad. So we've got seats for one of us to sit on while we're not driving. Lovely space for the dogs to sit in. Elton Moss kindly put a hook in here that we can tie the dogs to until we're confident that they're not going to try and jump over the side, which is brilliant. The control panel is underneath this, which gets padlocked up overnight. On the side we've got light switches, the horn, the navigation lights, and this is the all-important bow thruster controls, which I used even before I got out of the boatyard, to be honest, because I had to swing the front of the boat out and the wind was catching me, so I used it before I'd moved an inch. But yesterday I could have done with it and I forgot I'd even got it. Rich switched it on for me as the wind caught me. But yeah, already it's probably becoming useful.
They
And underneath
do.
here,
Like all of this looks
We've
really
got
beautiful and
storage.
fascinating.
for blankets and chairs, umbrellas, and also under here.
I'm
Loads of
so
storage.
curious to see the
And it's brilliant.
inside.
Exactly, that's what
I'm
thought.
patiently
underneath here.
waiting.
If my assistant will lift the lid. We have our Canal Line 42 horsepower engine, which seems to be so powerful. And look how beautifully I've been polishing it already.
Oh, the big pump.
Fab. I mean, you can get all around
Okay.
it. And on the last boat, we were having to find our way underneath boards, but it's going to be so easy to do anything on this. So who knows? Maybe I will fulfil my promise of the last boat and learn how to use the engine.
Wow.
And coming down the steps, beautiful
Honestly,
big
oh my
sliding
god.
hatch. Just inside here, we've got the electrical control panel.
It is. It looks like a
Isolation
home.
switches for just about everything. 2 dogs.
I think this is the kitchen.
And behind the control panel here is the electric cupboard.
My goodness.
And we've still got to sort out. We've got lots of storage down here, and we don't quite know what to keep in here yet, but this will all get sorted.
This is the solar panel control box. This is battery charging
Okay.
box for when you're on shoreline. 3 kilowatt inverter, Vitus, and behind there is fuses. And that is all we want to know, because we don't know anymore. Then your kitchen friend, your kitchen
Really
friend.
simple.
My kitchen. Actually, I'm not going to be the cake baker, am I? We chose a butler sink, and initially when we
Exactly.
first saw it, we thought we'd
They
made
were
a huge
able
mistake
to.
because it's really big. But actually, it is just brilliant, because trying to save water on the boat, you don't want to be constantly washing up. And during the day, if we have any bits of washing up, we just stack them down here out of the way. We've got a little bowl and just wash up into that using minimum water, and it's working
Oh,
so well
yeah.
because it's deep. We're not splashing water anywhere. It's just perfect. So I'm really, really pleased that we got that. That's been brilliant.
Oh my
Standard
god.
hob
This looks so
and
beautiful. Look at our cooker.
under-counter oven. There's nothing much to say about that. One of the joiners at Elton Moss kindly made us this drainer as well, which wasn't part of the boat. It wasn't expected, but he decided we needed a draining board and made that for us,
Yeah, it's
which
lovely.
is fantastic. Cupboard space, and look at the soft closing. Soft
Yeah.
closing drawers, which I'm meant to get used to. I keep trying to slam everything shut, and
Okay.
then when I soft close it, I don't push it quite enough. All the cupboards are the same, all soft closing. But we haven't organised anything yet.
What is that?
Wow.
A fridge full of vegetables and last night's curry, and my sourdough starter, which is now in the fridge. So yeah, it's brilliant because we went to a greengrocer a couple of days ago and we're able to really stock up with salad and vegetables really for the week, knowing that we can keep them cool. So although we've managed for 3 years without quite well, that is going to be a bonus.
So lovely, light, airy kitchen, big windows either side. Another cupboard in the corner there for crockery and glasses.
It doesn't seem like they
But
had
we
to
still
manage
need to
space.
get-
Like
we want to
everything
get
looks
some shelves to go up here. We
well
want to get
put.
spice shelves. But we're going to take our time and just pick quirky stuff that we find en route. We're not going to rush to bung anything up. So
Okay, this is a dining area.
So walking
Wow.
through, we've got my favourite bit about the whole boat is this
Wow.
dinette.
So
I just
comfy and
absolutely
beautiful.
love it. And talking to the
Four
Foxes
people can actually dine
and
there.
Well-Decked Diaries last week, they're the same, aren't they? They sit at the dinette all the time, watching their
Exactly. You can use
laptops
it as
or editing
workspace.
videos, etc. And it's a real hub, isn't it, of the boat?
We
Even
sat
we found that
here.
even now.
we sat here until about 11 o'clock last night, just doing bits and pieces. In fact, I sat crocheting while Rich was sorting out videos. And then this morning at 6:30, I think Rich was up and he was sitting here again. We hardly used the sofa. This is just such a lovely, light place to sit because we've got the window this side and glazed side hatch.
You can receive fresh breeze, literally.
Duck hatch for feeding ducks who have disappeared at the moment.
It's really quiet.
But it's lovely. It's a metre wide, so that's going to be a great boon in the summer, isn't it?
And so light. The light is fantastic on the boat. It's just lovely. And we've got storage underneath here. This one's probably the best one to show you. Well, the cushions come off. This board comes out and the storage goes right down to the ground. So at the moment, this is all my yarn and my wool and my weaving equipment, and this is Rich's art store at the moment.
And it obviously turns into a bed, but don't tell friends.
Oh my God! The part I've been patiently waiting for.
We have our little saloon area. Oh, and who's underneath the dunette?
Oh look,
That's their pet.
Place.
Beautiful black
We chose
dog,
to
or
have
is it a
carpet
cat?
underneath the dinette, which was actually a suggestion of Elton Moss's, and it's lovely because it's really warm for us, and I think it's just made it home for the dogs. They love it there.
Ah, look. One's loom, which hasn't been used for a couple of weeks or so, has it?
I'm desperate to get weaving, but we've just had so much sorting out to do. The extra space has been really useful because it does mean now I can, when I turn the loom and open it to weave, we can still get past. It can just stay there for a couple of days if I'm in the middle of a project. On the last boat, I just took over the whole saloon area when I was weaving. You couldn't walk past. So although yes, I've yet to weave, it's lovely. That whole area is going to be mine now. Little sofa.
Okay, this place looks
Sofa
stuffy.
Bed Barn, which actually
Even if I were the
opens
one,
up
I would
into a
rather
bed
use that
if
dining
you get
area
extra footstools with it, but we didn't
than
need
here
those because we've obviously got
to
the
work
net bed. So
due
this
to
has
the
just
table.
got
Okay.
storage underneath, which I don't even know what's in there at the moment, but it just folds open, so we've got more storage there. This side is traditionally the standard fitter is a television cabinet, but we don't obviously want the television. If we want to watch anything, we can put the laptop, which stands on here, and it's perfect to sit and watch. So Rich has got his cupboard of goodies there.
But where did we nick the shape of this from?
That was Wodet
They're
Diaries.
just casually having fun and
Yeah.
making
We
the
actually
video.
took a picture of their cabinet when we were on their boat, months and months ago, and sent it to the boat builders, and they just mimicked it for us. So thank you.
What about the curtains, Fran?
The curtains were made, I can't remember the lady's name, but Sian, and she's recommended by Altmoss Boat Builders. If you want her details, let us know. We can put you in touch. But we chose the fabric online, and she made them, and we've been really pleased because we chose the Danette fabric in the boatyard. But the sofa and the curtains, we obviously couldn't go anywhere during lockdown. So we just had to choose from online, and we're so pleased with the way everything.
Yeah, it seemed as if they had planned
ends
it.
and merges in. We've just been very, very happy.
Okay. How do you know this is not a home? Because like
Outside.
somebody stays here and just lives their life, vlog, do everything, you wouldn't even know.
Been adventurous as well. Started putting pictures up.
That was stressful, wasn't
Yes.
it, yesterday? Drilling our first holes into the wall, but everything else is going to go up on Velcro sticky pads, I think.
Yeah,
now.
some pictures are just too heavy for that, aren't
Yeah. This was
Wow.
hand painted for me by a certain Mr. Pike for my birthday, I believe, this year.
they? Yes, it was.
More bookshelves here. Books obviously on the television so-called cabinet there. Books here. We've got little shelves in the corner here that we haven't done anything else with yet. And
What's that?
our Hungry Penguin stove.
An olden day.
Made by Chili Penguin stoves.
In Wales.
It's fab. We were a bit shocked initially to see the big flow that comes with it, It's a double-lined, double-skinned flue for maximum efficiency, and it goes quite a long way up. The chimney's quite big. But we lit the fire for the first time last night in earnest, and it was fab. How many coals did you put on the fire?
Oh,
It was about 8.
And it kept us warm.
Oh, it's
from
like a
about 5
heater.
o'clock
yeah,
right
it
through
kept
till
them
wow.
on from
the
5
whole
o'clock.
this end of the boat got so warm.
We had to open the door behind you, didn't we, to let some heat out
Yeah,
into the bedroom.
it was lovely. And we actually, the oven in the top is not big, but it was enough to put a couple of little casserole dishes in.
Wow.
In fact, that is still warm, slightly in there now. I think it's going to be so efficient. Very pleased.
This plate hanging on the wall hooks onto the front here, so you've got the optimal distance. I don't know, it has to be 250
So many
millimetre. I
yeah.
don't know when you're using the fire, but
Yeah.
it hasn't been taken off the wall yet, has it?
No, but I think
But
if
that
you're
is-
having a roaring fire, and maybe if you're burning
Like
logs
their
that
bookshelf,
spit,
so
then you would
beautiful.
put
Yeah.
that on to protect the floor
Yeah.
around you.
And the
And of-
floor is solid oak all the way through, except for the bathroom.
And of course, we
great.
have got central heating as well. We've got a Webasto system. So sorry, just going back behind, we've got
Oh,
these radiators. We only had 2 radiators fitted, but there should have been a third one in here, but we didn't want the space taken up with it. Because we've got one there, one in the bedroom, and the fire, that's going to be plenty for us.
oh, this is the bathroom.
So what about this? This is a bit of an innovation, isn't it, this thing?
Everything in this house
What's
just
the
has
shower?
to be medium size or a small size so that it can literally fit.
How much
Fitting,
room
yeah.
there is in here? This is the only time you're ever going to see me in the shower, by
But
the
funny
way.
enough, people who
So we've got the
like minimal
large
and
shower
small
head at the
spaces
top,
would
Yeah.
still
which uses gallons per
love
second,
this.
and then the
Not
small
as a
one.
boat, even as a
Yeah.
normal homes.
Quick
You know,
wash shower.
people.
So it's great. Fenny.
One thing I noticed is that houses abroad is not built like houses here in
Here in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
From most of the videos I've watched, I've seen that your houses are literally always small.
I think there are
Compared to
just people that
ours.
appreciate a smaller space. Probably it has a way of bringing,
Things together.
yes, bringing, I don't know, a family together. The fact that, okay,
I don't think so.
ah,
It has got nothing to do with bringing the family together.
I
What
think,
does a
I
small
think it's
space
actually a
have to do
personal
with it?
choice. There are people who have a lot of money and they can afford a spacious place,
Yeah,
but
I
they
know.
choose a smaller place. Probably they have their personal reasons.
These reasons are like
Yeah.
people who like they call themselves minimalists. They don't want a very big space with everything scattered. They just want a
Yeah.
really small and
Really
organized
small.
space. So I'm saying this to say that we might be looking at this and saying that it's because it's a boat, that's why it's really tiny, but this could actually be their way of building their own houses.
Yeah,
You'll be surprised to know that if you go to their home in land, it's also look this way.
this way, just to give them that feeling, that cozy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's just continue.
Room in there, isn't there, Fran?
Yeah, if we've just filled up with water and we know it's not an issue, we can use the big overhead one. But in between times, we're just using the little hand one to wash ourselves down. And behind the door is what everybody wants to know about. The first thing you get asked about any boat is the toilet system. And we have chosen a separating toilet, which has a partition, so your wee goes in one part of it and can get emptied into Elsan. Or if you're out in the countryside, it can be emptied into the tree, under the trees or the hedgerow. And then there's a separate container for
The other
your
stuff.
solid waste. After we chose this, there were new recommendations that came out from CRT. Up until now, people have been able to double bag and put their solid waste in the CRT waste bins. You can't do that anymore. You certainly can't after Christmas this year. But we have plans of how we're going to deal with it.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about that now because we're working it out as trial and error. And when we've got it
When we get it
sorted,
sorted,
that'll be another video,
love
so
our
you can
accent.
really look forward to that one. And then through to our bedroom, which is really just a standard bedroom. We've still got to put some cosy things up in here. We chose yet another
Okay.
bookshelf to go above the bed.
Rather than a cupboard. So we can actually sit up in bed without hanging our heads on a cupboard.
And lovely Jim Elton Moss boats made us a bookshelf.
I wish
here
they had
rather
like
than
a
cupboard.
really large open
We've got a
window just by the
wardrobe,
side of the bed.
Exactly.
storage space
It
in
has given
here,
it like a really amazing feeling.
and shelves.
Exactly.
At the
That would
top
have been
here,
lovely.
which are a
Yeah.
bit crammed, packed at the moment. But that is
I'm trying to look
virtually
at
our
this
clothes
other part
storage
of the
in
Yeah, I
bed
think that
to
place is just
see if there should
covered.
be a
Underneath
window.
here, we have a washing machine, which has been. Well, we've still got boxes.
You have
to
a lot of
unpack, so
books.
Yeah,
give
it
me
seems
1
a
minute.
lovely then. No, they have a washing machine inside here.
In the room.
There you go.
Oh.
Sorry, that's our washing machine. And that's a little bit trial and error. It's lovely, but we're a bit nervous about using it because of the water usage and the power. We're tending to use it only when the engine is running and when we know we're going to go to a water point or we're at a water point. It's not a new thing for me, being able to use a washing machine on a boat. It's mind blowing. But I have to say, it doesn't have half the personality of Edna.
Oh,
9 minutes.
look at it go.
It's good, isn't it? Just switching a switch, it's just, but
Which is
yeah.
so gadgetry, isn't it? Look at it.
It's well, you can use a phone. It's got an app, and you can point your phone at it, and it's just like, I can't do that. I think I've used the same program the 4 times that I've used it so far. And massive storage underneath the bed is completely empty, but there's no drawers as such. We've got some plastic storage boxes with out of season clothes and spare bedding and stuff like that under there. And the other reason that we chose a reverse layout was so that we could sit in bed in the morning and just open the doors and sit and look out at the view. Unfortunately, it's not been that warm each morning yet, but it's coming.
Well, that's our little quick tour of Laura Maisie.
I wish there was that window, like you suggested in that room.
Yeah.
It would have been
Back to normal
beautiful.
now,
Imagine
Fran.
laying down there and
yeah.
opening the
I will
window
show
and
you
the
as
breeze
we
Exactly.
is
not
coming
improve
in.
things, but as we add little bits more to the boat,
But they love it this
We'll
way.
show you, little bits that we do as we go along. But at the moment, that's our home.
Yeah, so actually now looking forward to doing a bit of cruising.
Yeah, and
walking. And next week
I think they
we've got,
recently moved in
trip
and
booked
they're
on the
making it their
Anderton boat
home.
lift.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Because she just said that's
We're
their
looking forward
home.
to that.
Yeah.
So give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and all that. And
Okay,
we'll see
let
you
me
next
like.
time.
Wow.
Let me
See you
like.
soon.
Let me
Cheers,
subscribe.
bye.
Bye.
Do the same for my channel. So guys, that's it about this particular video. I particularly liked the dining area the most. I love that they had the table, the couch,
Yeah.
very comfortable one, not just a wooden one. They had like 4 monies, and they had the window on the side
Yeah.
where the breeze can come in, and then they can get a beautiful view. That's my favorite spot. And I also liked the kitchen, but the walkway seemed really tiny. The bed was big, which is beautiful, but it's like if you're a big person, you have to squeeze yourself to pass in between.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the fact that there's no window view in the whole bed. But aside that, I mean, this is really beautiful. It looks like a real home. Like I said before, it doesn't look like just it looks like a home. Like they designed it literally everything.
Exactly.
Everything that they literally need. Someone could literally live here, and if they don't tell you or show you outside they're in a boat, you wouldn't even know. That's what I think. What do you think?
I really love how cozy that place looks. It looks amazing. There are times when I have a feeling they might actually have a home on land.
They should.
Yes,
I mean, they've not been there all their life.
Exactly. But there are times when you just feel like you need a change of environment. You need a smaller, like a cozy place, and it's a perfect home for them, really.
Honestly, when you're tired of all the drama and everything, it's just like a getaway spot. Like,
exactly.
You pack your things and just like, okay, world, I will see you guys. So this was beautiful. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I love this. I could go on a vacation here if I want to get away. Like I want to stay away from people. I just need my space to clear up my head. I'll just go and stay here. Imagine staying here all by yourself. It might be scary, but like maybe with one person.
Definitely.
Because I don't think this is in a town. It looks like
a secluded, yes.
But it's beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you have something like this? Do you think you can live here, or if you were given an opportunity to live here all your life, would you take it? With the love of your life, of course.
As much as I love this place, if it was a place like an island, it was an island with trees. Okay, there are trees here, But an island, for example, with a boat, I think I would definitely take it. Yes, definitely.
Okay, for me, I actually love big spaces.
Yeah.
If I'm in a tiny place, even if it's not choking me, I feel choked.
Exactly.
If I don't know how to explain it, but I just really like big spaces. I want to be able to move here freely.
Around.
I don't want to be choked. So just me looking at this place makes me look choked.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. If you get it, you get it. So yeah, this is not for me. No.
But overall,
yeah, it's beautiful. It looks amazing. Thank you all so much for watching it with us. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Few minutes. Please leave your comments below. Tell us what you think. We'd love to read from you. And also please do give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed our reaction. Share it with your friends and loved ones. That's where you can support the channel. You can also support the channel by buying us a coffee. Link is in the description box below. And you can join the channel's membership. You can also join the channel's Patreon. Any of these will be highly appreciated and you would help us make more videos like this. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe out there and we'll see you all
in our next video.
Bye.